What's going on, guys? This is Aaron with Departures Capital. We're here with Kevin Smith, CEO of Gold Mountain Mining. How are you doing today, Kevin?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, excited to have you on. So, this is your first time on the channel. Can you give us a quick summary of who you guys are and what you plan to achieve in 2021 for Gold Mountain?
So Gold Mountain Mining is a very new story. Started trading December 31st. The past 2 years, we've been putting together what we feel is a very compelling story for the market. We've got a property that is already permitted. It's already been a past producer. It's got 127,000 meters of drilling on it historically. We're going in, putting a fresh set of eyes on it. We have a 7,300 meter drill program that's underway right now. We plan to do another 7,500 meters in the latter half of this year. And in parallel with that, we're getting the mine back into production. So we've submitted our permit application to the government as of May 16th this year. Through the screening process, through the first round of questions, and the feedback is we'll have one more round of questions and it'll go in for approval. We just announced this morning that we signed up with our mining contractor. That's one of our first of 3 pillars to go into production. So nice to check one of those boxes off. And we're driving really hard to get this project into cash flow. What we think is going to separate ourselves from our peers is the fact that we can expand our project in a non-dilutive manner once we're in production and the cash flow is coming in. And then we can grow into this asset as well as continue to develop the resource. We're looking at it to be a 1 million ounce plus producer within 2021.
Amazing. So, you guys just closed $4.7 million worth of financing and initiated, like you said, your phase 1 diamond drill program. Can you tell us more about Elk Gold? That's your flagship asset, if I'm correct, and any plans you have for it?
Yeah, so the Elk Gold Project, it's been around. People know about this asset. It's produced twice before. It's had some massive intercepts on it. It's really high grade, 93 grams per ton is the historic production that's come off of it, which is, stellar numbers. Our business model is a little bit different. Rather than, do the $500 million construction plan that takes 10 years, we're going with a very lean and mean approach into cash flow. We're going to be using a toll milling partner so that we don't have to outlay the big expense of building a mill on site. We're using a management exploration firm called HEG up in Kelowna. Cole Evans and Dylan Hunko are the guys behind that, a couple really up-and-coming young geos. They've got a super exciting drill program for us. And then, again, that Nowelman Lake contract, that's a 51% owned, majority Indigenous community-run limited partnership. And the other half of it is Lake Excavating, which is a 3rd-generation mining construction family. So, we're surrounding ourselves with some of the top guys in the industry, and we're looking to be BC's next gold producer.
Amazing. So, let's talk a little bit more about that mining contract that, you guys just announced recently, if you don't mind. Why is it so important?
One of the big pieces of feedback on our last round of financing was cost certainty. Small scale mining is viewed as risky. Some people say cost overruns can be a big problem. So what we did is we went out and negotiated a contract to eliminate all of those concerns. We've locked in guaranteed pricing, which gives us the confidence to go into production. And we've also partnered with a group who operates many different mines in the region. So we know they're tried and tested, and we're taking a lot of the risk factor out of it that was perceived by the market prior to us going public.
Very interesting business model. So, so some of our viewers in Departures Capital are relatively new to investing in gold, as we have a strong millennial audience. Your project is in British Columbia. Can you tell us why this is important and the benefit of having a project in a top tier mining jurisdiction in general?
Yeah, we like BC. It's a resource focused economy. There's a track record of many successful mines in the province. It's a very safe jurisdiction to operate. And, there's a mandate from the provincial government to really drive these projects forward. We've had really strong First Nation engagement with the different communities in the surrounding region. And we have what we feel is a lot of support for the project and the job creation opportunity, not only in the indigenous communities, but also the other surrounding communities. You know, we're 50 kilometers from Merritt, which is a resource town, and also 55 kilometers from Kelowna. So, you know, you can attract a different style of worker and create a lot of economic opportunity for those local communities by, you know, being based so close to these different cities and towns.
Definitely, you know, I think that that is very important with the local communities when it comes to mining. So what's the one thing you're most excited about for Gold Mountain this year?
You know, the thing that I'm most excited about for Gold Mountain is it's twofold. The exploration opportunity. A lot of people have decided what this asset is and sort of overlooked it. We're extremely confident in our ability to add ounces and get this up to 1 million ounces or more. And on the other side of that, getting this into production. That's a very exciting story. We're going to be BC's next gold producer if we have our way. So, you know, having those two different elements running in parallel, I think it's extremely unique, and investors are going to have a hard time finding somebody, you know, in Canada, which is, again, that safe jurisdiction, who's able to really drive this project forward in those two fashions at the same time.
Awesome. Very, very exciting. So personally, you know, I'm a big gold and silver bull. You can call me a gold bug. A big part of my audience on Departures Capital, they're millennial investors. They like growth stocks and tech stocks. But what are your current thoughts on gold, you know, where it's going, and why should investors, especially, you know, younger investors, actually take a look at gold, despite it not, you know, producing yet returns like Tesla and all those other assets? I mean, you're pretty young yourself. I'd love to hear your opinion as you are now the CEO of a gold company.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, a lot of other sectors are really hot right now. When we bought the project, gold was at 1,200. So obviously, at these prices here, our project is even more economic than when we picked it up. So that's exciting from our perspective. And, you know, like, not to bore the crowd, but from a macro perspective, with all this money printing coming out of central banks, gold is a great inflation hedge. It always has been. It's stood the test of time. And, you know, our ability to produce gold, our PAA contemplates a $735, $735 US all-in sustaining cost. It allows us to operate highly profitable. You look at some of these gold companies, they got huge amounts of free cash flow kicking off right now. We're looking to join that crowd. And you know what? Gold is a great inflation hedge, and inflation is coming. You know, you can't print all this money, in our opinion, without seeing inflation run rampant. And gold always has a way of keeping up with inflation. And, you know, it doesn't have to be your entire portfolio, but I think everybody should have some exposure to gold and silver for sure.
Yeah, I agree too. And all the factors you said, that's like the foundation of my bullish case for gold. And I do think that it will have its run. It's just going to, you know, take some patience, because there's so many more other, you know, interesting, shiny assets right now in the market. But no, I think I really like gold for this year. So where should our viewers go for more information about Gold Mountain?
If you want to check out more about Gold Mountain, you can look at our stock symbol, which is GMTN. We're trading on the TSX Venture, soon to be trading in Germany, and then looking at early March for our OTC listing. As well, if you want to go to the website, gold-mountain.ca, we've got a ton of information there. And check us out on our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We've got lots of media coming up. We're trying to have a really strong marketing program. So love to get your followers in there checking out what we're up to.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. I know we still have a few more videos, so I look forward to you guys and all the updates that you bring in the future.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for having us on the show today.
No problem. Have a good one.
All right, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say, if you do support me, the channel, and all these videos, then kindly smash that like button along with hitting the subscribe button and the bell for notifications for future videos. I did also want to say, check the disclaimer down below. This video was sponsored by the company that we are talking about today. So check the disclaimer, full disclosure, and we're out of here. Always remember, guys, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.